Happy New Year, everyone. My name is Chelsea Albert, and I'm your happy neighborhood healer. And this is your gratuitous New Year's resolution video and why it is so friggin' hard to make those resolutions stick. As a hypnotherapist, I specialize in those little unconscious things that keep us doing what we don't really want to be doing for ourselves. But why is this always in the beginning of the year? This is the time of year where I get a lot of questions about how do I make my resolution stick? I need you to help me want to make my resolution stick. And here's the thing, there's a few reasons why we have such a hard time as a collective making these stupid resolutions work for us. So the first reason is when I hear somebody say they need to do something, that's a clear indicator to me that they're actually not doing something because they want to do it. So oftentimes, especially around the new year, people will say, I need to lose weight, I need to get to the gym more, I need to quit smoking, I need to start dating again. And whenever I hear somebody in a consultation say, well, I need to, my second question always is, well, do you need to or do you want to? And of course, then they'll contradict it and say, well, no, I want to. But really, who are you making this resolution for, first of all? Because if you find yourself saying that you need to make a resolution, chances are you're not doing it because you have a true desire for it. Oftentimes when people say they need to lose weight, it's for their doctor. It's sometimes for their partner. Sometimes it's for their cultural idea of what their body should look like. Sometimes it is because their health is threatened. When somebody says they need to quit smoking, half the time, more than half the time, if they say they need to quit smoking, it's for their partner. Sometimes it is, again, for their doctor. So usually those are the big ones, partners and doctors, and sometimes parents, or sometimes, friends or relationships, sometimes careers will give us a need feeling. So really, before you even make a resolution that you want, because we all have a little inner rebel that when some external force, even if we're acting as the external force saying, well, I really need to do this because I'll feel better about myself, that little inner rebel is going to say, oh, we need to do this? We need to do this? Really? Okay, watch what happens. And we don't get it done. That little inner rebel is going to kick up and sabotage that resolution. So firstly, make a resolution that you want. Now, how do we do this? So many times when we make a resolution on the action or the how. So I need to get to the gym more. Well, let's just say, okay, fine, Chels, I want to get to the gym more. Do you really? Because sometimes we think of our resolution as a punishment, and it shouldn't be. Change should never be a punishment. Change really comes from when we peel back the layers of what prevents us from growing. So if we were to say, I want to make a resolution to go to the gym more. Yes, but why do you want to go to the gym more? See, if you stop at, I would like to go work out more, really that can feel like a punishment because a lot of people associate exercise as punishment, but they don't associate exercise with the benefits, the endorphins that come in, the sense of community from joining a gym, the sense of accomplishment, the feeling of power, the feeling of energy, the feeling of raised self-esteem, not because of how your body looks, but just because you've gotten into a new habit of loving your own body and taking care of it. That's where the self-esteem comes from. So focusing on what you want out of that resolution. Do you want to feel more empowered? Do you want to feel stronger? Do you want to feel like you are in a more healthy relationship? Do you want to feel healthier? Do you want to feel more vibrant? Do you want a community? Do you want a new activity? Do you want to expand something? Focus on what you want. Even if your goal is to, even if your New Year's resolution is to say, clean the house more often, how will cleaning that house make you feel? How will a clean house make you feel? Focus on how the result will make you feel. And that's how you can find a way to get to what you want rather than just an arbitrary action. And that'll help it stick. The last thing, and this is often where I find that a lot of people come to me, is even if you've got the resolution you want, even if you know it's going to be good for you and you really truly desire that change, your body might still be addicted to the old feeling. So what this means, and I was actually reading Joe Dispenza, The Habit of Breaking Yourself, or Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. I believe that's the title of it. But Dr. Joe Dispenza pointed out some interesting research that we get addicted to the past feeling because the prior feeling feels normal. Then what feels normal becomes familiar, and what becomes familiar begins to feel pleasant. So let's say it's the feeling of shame. A lot of us were brought up with some sort of origin of shame. And because our body has a constant habit of being in that state of shame, it will actually start to feel normal. And just like an addiction where you need a bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger dose to start feeling the same effects and the same stimulation, that happens with emotions as well. And it happens with negative emotions too. So let's say there's a feeling of shame in the body that you actually would like to break by creating this resolution, whatever that resolution may be. Again, maybe it's healthier dating pattern, maybe it's working out, maybe it is eating healthier, maybe it's taking more time off for yourself. That little old pattern of shame in your body is going to still demand that you repeatedly feel shame in order to feel alive, in order to feel stimulated. So even when you do start changing those habits, even when you do start acclimating to a new feeling of, let's say, empowerment, your body is going to freak out for a sec. It's going to feel wrong to feel this good because your body's going to go, whoa, 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 I'm not getting my daily dose of shame. Where am I going to get my energetic stimulation from? So when you reach a certain point, and usually it's maybe about a month or two after you start that resolution, your body's going to start feeling weird about feeling so good. So this is where I come in and I help my clients with finding the origin of that negative feeling and healing that origin story. From there, the mindset can shift and now we can write a different program. Now we can write a different program about how good it feels to feel empowered, how good it feels to feel peaceful, how good it feels to feel that self-love within your body. And then from there, we can return you home to where your actual true nature is, which is love. Your true original nature is love. It is peace. It is stability. It is expansion. So that got a little spiritual there, but basically that's the whole premise, is breaking that addiction to a feeling. But just know that feeling of discomfort in your body when you start really changing is not an indication that you should give up. That is an indication that your body, your ego, your old patterns and programming are starting to change. And yeah, your body's going to freak out a little bit. Yeah, your mind's going to freak out a little bit and say, whoa, no, we should be feeling shame right now. We should be feeling disempowered. What can I do? I think I'm going to think about things from the past that remind me of how shameful I should feel to get that hit. But all that takes is a little bit of reconditioning. And even if you go through and say affirmations, and affirmations don't have to be, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire. Those are often a little bit too far-fetched for the brain to handle. But affirmations that indicate a small change. I love who I am. And just saying that whenever you find yourself feeling that negative dopamine or that negative little hit that your old pattern desires. I love who I am is a great one. It's one of my favorites to bring me back. I love my life. I have the power to change. I have the power to think something different. All those little things which don't depend on a specific outcome to be true, but already are true, and your brain can kind of start shifting little by little towards them. So that's one way. Another way is to see someone like myself who specializes in the unconscious and reprogramming that unconsciousness. It saves a lot of people a lot of time, which is, again, why I get busy around this time of year. But I really hope this helps. I really hope this helps you stick through with the New Year's resolution. And as a bonus, this one is another reason why resolutions don't stick. And I can speak from personal experience on this one. Resolution, that just sounds contractual, doesn't it? It doesn't sound fun. What's my New Year's resolution? It's like, what's my New Year's punishment? What am I going to do to myself this year? I always love to ask my clients, what are your goals and dreams? What adventures do you want to go on in the next year? Because for myself, I'm motivated by fun. I'm motivated by adventure. So if you ask me, what adventures do you want to go on? What do you want to have fun with? What are your dreams? Then I start getting excited. And that's when I really start thinking of things that I really want to happen in the new year, which is really the ultimate goal of a New Year's resolution, isn't it? It's not, how do I want to punish myself? It's not, how do I want to change? It's, what do I want to see in the new year? So have fun with it. Think about some goals and dreams. If you have some, please write them in the comments. I'd love to know what your goals and dreams are for 2023, because that is what really truly geeks me out, and helping people get there is what gives me the greatest satisfaction. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe and share it. Maybe it'll help someone keep their New Year's goal or dream. Happy healing.